Honestly, I get it. You want to get into your dream school and you're going to work on your essay however long it takes for you to make it in. But I'm going to caution you right now about over editing your essay. I've had a lot of students come up to me and show me their 10th or 11th Common App or supplemental essay draft, and that's where I kind of want to hit the brakes there a little bit and say there's a diminishing returns when it comes to this stuff. College essays have never been a game about who has the best grammar, the best syntax, or the best flow. Not to say those things aren't important, but what really matters is the macro picture, the big picture about what you're trying to say in your essay. Admissions officers have always cared about a strong, compelling storyteller who can take them through a journey or clearly articulate the response to a prompt. So just know that if you're trying to use ChatGPT or thesaurus.com to try to come up with the best word possible, it's not going to be the magic key you think it is. Instead, the most important thing you can do right now is to zoom out and start thinking big picture. I actually recommend to literally read your essay out loud. And I'm not saying read it in your mind, I'm saying like physically read it out loud. Bonus points if you can actually read it to your parents or your friends or even your teacher. And while you're reading it, ask yourself or ask the people you're reading this to, does this sound like you? Are you meandering? Are you getting to the point? Does this story sound robotic? Does it sound stiff? Does it sound stilted? You want to be thinking of these things because that's exactly what an admission officer will be thinking when reading your essay. And the answer to those questions should really drive the way that you edit your essay. And honestly, if you liked a paragraph 3 weeks ago, but just now are realizing you don't like it, chances are it's probably going to be fine. The biggest problem that I've seen with over editing is that you usually start to doubt yourself. It creeps in. I mean, really, you've been staring at this document for the last several weeks, if not months, so it starts to feel stale. And not to mention, over editing tends to introduce more errors than it does eliminate them. And that's because you have these blind spots that form. You're not fresh to this. So again, asking somebody to listen to your essay as you read it out loud is a great way to cover those blind spots. That unique voice that lived in draft number 1 and 2 starts to fade away the more that you try to over engineer every single word and sentence so that it fits this idea of what you're supposed to write for a college essay. Gotta remember that it's not your English teacher who's grading your essay. It's an admissions officer looking for a human being on the other side of that application, someone that they can advocate and root for. The bottom line is don't over engineer your essays, keep it real, keep it human. If you need a second pair of eyes to look at your essay and you don't have any around you, put them in the comments, send me a DM, and I'll try to help you trim it down with brutally honest feedback.